What's up, bag holders? Let's check out the main account. The market was up today. As we're getting the spreadsheet up to date today, Amcor paid a heck of a dividend. I have a pretty big position there. And then we started with some sells. I had a hard time keeping up this morning, but I did the best I could, and nobody's probably watching. And remember, the website is not meant to be an alert service where you just follow me. But if you can see what I see, I think that's a pretty cool way to learn. It's worked since the beginning of time. So FHB, there we go. The mentorship, apprenticeship thing is how folks learn from people who already know. You pass the knowledge on, and that's all I'm trying to do. And bring up some awareness, right? So even for people that don't follow through, at least they're aware of it. All right. These are all baby positions. We'll see what they add up to. Maybe we get some money to the charity. We started off, really with a head of steam, but after the CPI and everything, everybody waiting on Powell, things cooled off. Pretty cool. This is a pretty cool sell here because look what it did the whole day. It just went straight down, but we sold for profits this morning. Yeah. Instead of catching the knife, we were throwing the knife. All baby positions, but we're staying in flow with the markets. Next one is bank. And that's important to me. Eventually, as my other businesses take off, maybe this takes a backseat ride on some of that stuff. But I don't think so. I love this. I love trading the markets. Pretty good at it. And it's really enjoyable. OZK, another sell. So there's fear when you enter the position. But the more times you sell in and out, you build a confidence and almost a faith that when you buy, even though it looks really scary, that you're going to make money. So once you have that, it's game over. But it's really hard to see at first, I think. FNB. We got like every bank in your hometown. But they all fit the system, right? So it wasn't something I had to know anything about this bank. I know how to look at the financials at a quick glance. It's not deep research, right? There's flaws in it. But when that financial lines up with that technical pattern, it's pretty much money in the bank, unintended. This was a sale. Beautiful as well. Look at it come right back down into that pin bar. And a lot of these this was a double lot, and Ozark was a double lot. And these were getting ready to turn into swing trades too. So it's even more exciting that we were able to build a position and then get double size on it. And also have an opportunity possibly to buy it again before it sets up for the swing trade. And that's how you can really get a lot of alpha against the markets, because the market will be doing a whole lot of nada, but we'll be in and out, really crazy. And this was a triple lot here, and look how beautiful that move is. We might have got a little extra here. I still have the main positions I've been sandbagging, so I really need to get rid of those, but just waiting. collecting dividends. Yeah, we got a little extra on that one. That was over 1% gainer. Nice little gap up. If you don't know how to read candles, you should learn. But the open was up here. So we were buying, boom, 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 buying. Then boom, all of a sudden this morning it just gapped up. You can never make less than what your order is, but you can always make more. That's why you can't model it out on a spreadsheet because you don't know what's going to sell for. It's a market. Depends on what everybody else is willing to buy it for. This is a triple lot as well. Still, the positions are so small. I don't know if we'll get to the charity, but it would be nice if we could. Obviously, we're in really good spot for capital. We got capital, so we're ready to roll. PFS win as well for a triple lot. So we're getting them. They're just tiny. I just need to get my spring cleaning done. I guess it's summer. I miss spring cleaning. But we'll do the total at the end, see where the hell we ended up. But it's not looking like it's big moves here. But if you can trade $100, you can trade $100,000. That's what I like about the stock market. It's based purely on your skill and your ability to keep it together. This is a double lot here. And everybody has to trade the same market, so it's an even playing field. What was this? Oh, we only partially sold it. We sold half of the position. So, still in it. I'll leave it here. RPRX filled, which was our swing trade. Remember, all this is pretty well on the website if you're interested. You see something during the day and you're like, I don't know. See, the purchase points are really close to one another, so that's pretty awesome. Keeps our cost basis really in line. Crazy. I put an order in to sell Bitcoin, but it hasn't went through. I get frustrated with that stuff. Pepsi hit the scanner today, but I don't trade that, so I just bought some more just to hang on to. And then the rest of the stuff is on the day trade side. So let's put on our other hat and take a look at the 5 minute. First one on the list. Oh. Is the S&P 500. Looks like we sold it yesterday. We were buyers today. Buyers win this week. Right when Powell started, man, we got a little opportunity. So, yeah, took full advantage. Silver. Today is the 12th. Yeah, so I sold silver at this up here, and then I was able to start buying it up down here. And that's how you can see you stair step with the market, and you can really do well if you stick to it. So let's take a look at that return. I don't even remember what it was. 5 lots. We sold it last on the 10th, so 2 days ago. So if nothing else, we're consistently pulling money out the markets, right? And if you do that and you have a good understanding of how compounding works, you know that it just takes time. It was 2.90% gainers. Pretty nice, if you ask me. So we've traded it 3 times this month. And obviously we've bought some, so we're getting ready to swing it again. And we're up 3.3% for the month. It's trading silver. 12 months a year, you can see, it does well. Bonds were real tricky today. Very similar move, right? Looks like today we were just a buyer because I had sold recently. But we're in flow with the market. Everything's cool. SQ, as the market's been on a crazy run up, obviously this one is on a crazy run down, right? But our cost basis, we got a huge position now, but our cost base is still pretty good, pretty tight. So even a gap in the morning will be enough to get us in profits. So no worries there. And then BitX. Looks like we sold it in the morning, and then we were buyers later in the day. We last sold it on the 5th, so about a week ago. And I like seeing that consistency, even if the gains aren't that big, because it shows that it follows the money flow, and then, it's doing the thing. All right. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 19 lots. So huge position for me. Let's see how we did. 1.2% gainer, but on a pretty sizable amount of money. So we've traded it 3 times this month for a grand total of 11.87% for just June so far. So if you want the whys and what fors, it's not me showing off. This is the reason why I do this, because it nets a huge amount of gains. But the sizing's really small. But as long as it's outperforming, I'm good with that. And for people that say, well, why don't you just do only that? Because number one, I don't want to. And number two, we don't know what's going to happen to the markets. You need the other positions because they are the ones feeding you dividends. So if trading goes bad, dividends still come in. So the last thing we need to do is look for swing trade entries and maybe some sells. I have some stuff in profits. And we'll call it a day. It's been a pretty good day. I'm curious to see what happens in the overnight as all the foreign folks adjust to Jerome Powell today. It'll be pretty interesting to see. What's going on here? BYD. It's an entry. That's a swing trade entry if I ever seen one. And it looks like it's trading it down even. $54.44 on the closing print. You should follow your trading plan, not what I'm doing. But I'm going small until I can get this leverage under control. We got filled at 54.32. But I'm still buying. So make no mistake about it. No confusion here. I'm in the game. Where's this X date pull? Hey, we get the dividend. That's as clean as you can get it right there. Have it for one day, and we'll pick up this dividend. Sweet. Unflag it. We need an alert. let us know when to sell it. Get a little something up for the website. All right, let's push. Is it just me, or does anybody else prefer the thumb thing over the face scan on the phone? I like the thumb thing better. I did. This one, if your face looks funny, it won't even recognize it's you. Here we go, running. We're starting to get there up there. Home Depot. I'm not that much of a chicken. And we had a volatility event, but really nothing happened. So we'll see. We're hanging in there. We've got 47.35. This is an entry. Very strong day. I hate to buy on these days, but that is what my system is. So 48.78 on the CRC. Sure, somebody want to take profits. That's the cool thing about the markets too, is that people do trade different time frames. So you can all make money, and people trade different sides of it. It didn't fill, but I got my order in, so we'll just keep pushing. That's a little chop there. I watch those because sometimes you can get in before they break out. What in the heck's going on here? Such a crazy move. See, it didn't go down far enough to re-trigger, so it throws the whole system off just a touch. Oh, I thought that was it. The RPRX did fill. We need to unflag it. Get us an alert. The phone will just randomly go off and say, go get your money. It's not something you have to watch. If you do more, you'll have more. Successful people are busy. That's how it works. And something I thought was this thing of retirement. You get to retirement, you just relax, right? They don't. They stay busy. And it's boring doing nothing anyways. But yeah, that's how they got there. That's how they're wired. That's their natural, comfortable state. So no rest for the wicked, I guess. That one's very close. We have plenty of opportunities. It's just all about, locating the money. A nice little dividend there on Lindy. Getting a little dividend there on Gilead. You're going to get this dividend probably on Leggett. What's strange on this one? Okay. We haven't had it that long. Boeing's working nice, but it's just still working. Sorry, my brain's totally fried out. So I hope y'all appreciate these videos. If you do, hit me a like. That'd be cool. Make sure you're subscribed and all that. It's a labor of love. I don't need anything out of it, but it does make me feel good. No folks watch, of course. All right. To the bottom of the list, the bottom of the barrel, the bargain bin. we'll call it. There's not a lot down here, but there is some stuff down here. And what you'll start to see is the sector rotation. You'll see certain sectors are all moved together. And value, even though the market's at all-time highs, I have people that know that I do stocks, and they say, well, you must be making a fortune. Well, not necessarily. It's because I don't have my whole account in Apple. I'm doing other stuff. I'm doing value stuff. So my stuff's really resilient when the market goes down, but also, when we're in kind of a sideways or an indecision point, people will start to balance their portfolios partly in tech, but also partly in a value play. So really, even though I get benefit from the market going up too, like everybody else, probably underperformed. I make all my alpha on the down moves and the sideways. But 2 out of 3 ain't bad. That's what Meatloaf said. So we're sticking to it. For sure. This one's close. Really close. It's kind of cool because we got the Home Depot trade on, right? And then there's Lowe's. And it just shows you that these companies do similar moves, just slightly different timing, right? There's leaders and followers. That's what a lot of people do. They'll watch one. If one oil stock pops off, they won't buy that one. They'll buy some of the other ones, right? So unless it's news that's specific to that one company, you should get some sympathy plays, or they'll buy the whole sector index, right? So there's a million different ways to make money in the market. So I hope y'all find your way. Remember, don't just blindly follow me, but this will give you a good starting point to start learning and figure out how you want to do it. So I hope it's helpful. May do a live coming up. It will probably just basically be a video because I don't expect anybody to be on the live. It could happen, but I doubt it. But I got some time coming off, so may do that while I have time, while the markets are open, and y'all can see a little real time. Costco's ripping. And remember, just because of 70 RSI and all that crap, the market can keep going up, okay? I was actually caught myself today looking at putting a short on the market. And then I had a, hey, dummy, don't do that moment. So, waiting. But I certainly will when it looks right. And I'm holding the short that expires the end of July. I'll probably lose my butt on it, but should have actually set up. Better believe I'll put one on. But that's what we have for the main account today. Let's take a little look. Surprisingly, none of the swing stuff went. It's kind of surprising. But we got a lot of flips sold today. I got pretty much everything sold that we've been buying over the last few days. And we didn't quite make it for the charity, so that'll have to live for another day. But we had a short list of stocks that we got. Everything's moving really good, so I'm excited to sell some more and keep this train rolling. You know what I mean, Burn? So that's all I got for today. Have an awesome evening, and we'll catch it again tomorrow.